Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one, too. And all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good truth of you, only crossing for everlasting with peace that never dies, only to bigger and better. God, truth, a reality check. Here lately, I have been into the Gospal of Judas, and for the sake of this video and the sake of the post, digital and the literary arts, right? I'm going to state this, okay? Don't cross a Judas of faith sold out on what's good as truth, only crossing all negativity back one more positive to be good. Because that is the absolute bigger, better reality check of the neutral nothing. Just a negative way of faith that does not articulate what is good as truth to only make you bigger and better. And because Judas, right, like the Gospel of Judas said, was not a very positive character at all. Matter of fact, he was a shifty snake, right? He sold Jesus out, right? He sold the good God and truth of him out, okay, to one neutral nothing. And all the disciples, okay, the 13 eons of them, of the poverty, of the hate, of the negative ways of all mankind articulated badly, right? The neutral nothing, right? Has diseased us all with this faith, this sold out faith, okay? Now, I say it's a Judas form of faith, right? Now, check me out. Because all these guys are Jewish guys right around Jesus, okay? Now, we know that the Jews turned Jesus over to Pilate, and Pilate said, I'll wash my hands of it. But we know that Rome, right, had conquered that area, okay? And we know that Rome, right, has ties to the Samaritans, okay? And the Samaritans have ties to the Anunnaki, right? Which in turn have ties to, right, the 7 fallen angels, okay? There's only 7 of them, okay? And the truth is when they fell, right, from the heavens, from a more advanced civilization, right, that they came from and destroyed by faithful logic, right? But they were a higher intelligence than us, right? When they fell from this logic, from this advanced civilization, their logic could not sustain them. And what happened is they turned to a lower form of logic, right? To make it with beastly, animalistic men of the time that had no nothing. And Eva, right, was that leadership. And it was the shaft on Adam, because logically he couldn't get his mind right to only cross Eve back one more positive to be good as truth. It was the negative all around him at his rib all day, every way, because all he wanted to do is chase her pretty ass around the garden, have good times, know the truth of him, know the reality check of every man. You hear me? And I'll tell you, it's a shame. Listen to me. So, anyways, I will say this. Okay, so we're at Shiva. I'll just start from where the Cobra starts, right? There was a creation before creation, Okay, but there was many in between these two, okay? And these 7 fallen angels, right? They were part of the hierarchy that tried to take over this civilization faithfully, okay? And somehow, this advanced civilization, we were tied to the heavens and the earth and, all this. We were tied. We were spacefaring peoples, After the destruction, they came back. Or maybe they never even left. Who knows? But I know we were part of space and these things was going on, okay? And Adam come from a divine bloodline of that civilization that was destroyed. So anyways, they ended up Shiva shafting us all, okay? And they ended up becoming the devil of us, okay? But only blindly, faithfully, okay? I mean, they knew not what they were doing. You understand? The worst of us know not what we're doing if we can't even make our choices correctly. Now, I say they come from an advanced civilization of faith. And through that, they tried to take over all God, Truth Reality Check, after it was destroyed. And then their lineage went through the Hindus, which went through the Canaanites, which went through the Romans and the global tepi, okay? You got to ask yourself, why is all this stuff buried by us? Well, why did we bury it? Well, they say we buried it, man. Who buries something under a mountain of stuff? Man, it's all fiction history. I mean, there's a real element to it, but it's all a fictional presentation. You have to know the real to see the real. You know what I mean? It's like being an astronaut and watching a movie about astronauts, and they didn't do the research on astronauts. That astronaut's going to know. That's bullcrap. He's going to be talking trash just like I am about the whole damn movie. You understand? Okay, so we're going to work our way up a little bit more modern now. So we come to the Sumerians, and the Anunnaki are descendants or the actual 7, okay? And I don't know if when they came with more than what they were. I honestly cannot tell you, all right? I have not found the research to really to get in that depth with it, because it is fractal. It's all fractal. They made it fractal. You hear me? They tried to destroy it to nothing, but you can't destroy what's good as truth to nothing, because it's more positive than negative, man. To the here and now reality check, okay? So if you look at Jerusalem and the 2 temples, okay, they're built like you would see water reservoirs built for uranium facilities. That's no mistake, okay? That's no off articulation and error, okay? Right? Because Shiva is not only the representation of that Jewish menorah, okay? It's also a representation of radioactiveness and how they we contain, or we contain. They say they contain this. What? No, listen to me. The whole Jewish religion, okay, has been corrupted. It has been just utterly annihilated out. Look, I want to explain something to you. Where's the happy ending? I'm human, man. I gotta have a happy ending. Listen, I'm not dealing, right, with your revelations. You feel me? I'm gonna laugh that shit off while you kill yourselves. I'm not dealing with it. You understand? It's a whole bunch of funky lies, man, and it comes from the people in control. Anything going on with the weather, anything going on with this world, man, these folks are doing it. You hear me? Look, if I tell you, right, that I could take and tell you how much energy's in a box, right? I could tell you what that energy's made of, right? Through a microscope. I could tell you how to combine that energy to make gases, right? But I can't tell you how much it takes to affect the world this way or to do something that way with it. No. I don't play that. You hear me? And I know the reality check of the energy that I sustain, right? It's pure energy. It's good energy. It's the nature of God. It's the only way you can add up good ass truth of the third dimension, of the bigger, better, of the good God and truth of all I am. You can only add up absolutely bigger and better than all negativity to be good as truth by crossing one more positively. If that negativity does not kill you and make you go splat, you can absolutely positively, from the mind to the body, out to the world, do the bigger and better of that. And if you don't, it's because you're utterly lacking with knowledge. You hear me? There's no other way. Because once that seed is planted, and you know that seed is real, and that seed does not breed faith or doubt, man, but only the bigger, better, good God and truth of the man up, woman up of you, man, in reality check, well, that's all you can ever be for planting that seed. You hear me? All faith, right? The words and the articulations of it in all aspects, okay, of religion come straight from the Hindu faith, right? A part of it, the Shivaism of it, right? Corrupting the Samaritans corrupting the fucking Romans, the Romans corrupting the Jews, okay? Now listen to me. The Jews, through the 12 disciples of Jesus, right, go out in every direction and preach this faith. So now everybody has a religion, and that religion falls to their faith. So no longer are people through words, right, slaves from their mind to their body, articulating what's good as truth, even slightly. Because now they're even robbed of the logic that it even exists for the bigger and better of their matter. And it's corrupt. And it's wrong. And I don't blame anybody who's ever done anything faithfully. Ignorance. For none of it. None of it. I mean that wholeheartedly. I only blame the people who are responsible for keeping this articulation alive to kill us today. And I only blame you because I got too much heart to kill you. I got too much love for the fact that if I knew you weren't blind fucking fools, well, hell, half of you, anyways, would probably be pretty decent people I have a higher understanding and a bigger, better logic than all these lies combined. You could take a world of their articulation of people, and none of them could ever screw in this light bulb. And you want to know why? Because they, from birth, were bred through a faithful articulation. My mother has a virgin spirit, man. Not that she's slow by anybody's standards, but she has a real gentle spirit on her. My Father, God in heaven, bless my mother. And my daddy was a blind, drunk fool of the faith of Mother Earth. Now, I say my father and my daddy because I know that my daddy, right, was produced by the matter of Mother Earth, not by the spirit of my mother. You hear me? That more positive spirit, right, that I seen good as truth, right, even when it wasn't there upon her. I always seen the more positive, bigger, better logic of it. And what I'm trying to tell you is I was created this way and cannot be no other way. You understand? No matter how confusing or how illogical something is, if it goes against the reality of life existing good, more positive than negative as truth for me, well, I don't grow old of kicking ass. I don't grow old of getting bigger and better. I don't grow old of doing more than letting that shit disease me. And it's time to man up. Whoever you clowns are that think you got this box all figured out. I'm telling you need to get at me. Because if you don't, you're only selling yourself out. A Jewish ass, a Jude ass, right? Fucking Jewing yourself, like Jesus said, right? They're like the Judeans. You hear me? The Judeans. They love the tree, they hate the fruit. Get over yourselves, man. Like Jesus also said. You hear me? They're blind drunk. When they sober up and shake off their wine, they'll figure it out. Ain't nobody's devil. Sabaoth. They said in that gospel, Sabaoth was taken up to the and was the creator, man, of Jesus. I'm going to explain something to you. Listen. No devil ever created me. And I'm not the creator of no devil. And neither is the good God and truth of Jesus Christ, okay? Now, and I can explain this. See, check me out. The devil, right, is the most evil substance in all of existence, right? So we know that devil is always crossing negative as hell, right, to one neutral nothing of itself, okay? Now, Jesus, right, to be Christ-like is where two or more atoms cross and bond, one more positive, they're stated good as truth, and by the physics and laws of all known matter of reality of existence, they can only cross bigger and better to the here and now of them, good as true. The absolute opposite definition of every devil you ever heard of. Now, and the hell it sustains. Okay? Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. I might make another video later, but right now, I'm gonna leave this like this, right? Think long and hard about what I've showed you. If you can't articulate back one more positive, right? To always be good as truth, the bigger and better of all negativity, right? It's because everything that you are of life and understanding and logic has been corrupted. And it's just been a snake and a bushwhack on you. It's sad. It's sad, you hear me? But like Neo in the Matrix, man, you know, when I look at everything, I only see the positives and the negatives of it, you hear me? And I balance it out more positive than negative to always be good as truth with it, you hear me? No matter what I'm looking at, you hear me? That's how I roll. I'm preset that way. Like I said, I've created that way. I can't be no other way. So where two or more atoms cross and bond, right? They make every shape, form, and mass, not to exclude every dimension and time and space you can think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you can think of, okay? Where two or more atoms, right, cross and bond one more positive, they are stated good as truth, the third dimension of the spirit of God, of all I am. And they make the shape, form, and mass of every body of everything, not to exclude every dimension of time and space you can think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you can think of. And that is a fact check. From the fool, thief, man, God, King, Atom Man, first evolve, the triple male of all I am. Check me out. Read up on what I'm stating. Peace.